Hi, y'all.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hey
We
everyone.
have
Hope everybody's having a
Kathleen,
good
the
evening.
Lightworker. The what?
No, I'm
Did
just
you
saying,
say?
hoping everybody's having a good evening, good night, whatever
Me
time it is
too.
there.
Yeah.
Me too. We have Katy from Kathleen J. Lightworker. We have Melinda, False Teeth Real Tarot, and Heather, Indigo Chrysalis Tarot.
I know it's a
Welcome,
mouthful.
everyone. Listen, um, I was thinking as we were talking behind the one person that's there is me. You're talking to me right now.
Hi. Hi,
Hi.
Hi.
Sophie. Oh, by the
I
way, I
can't
don't have
tell.
chat. So if anybody does come in, I won't be able to see it, all right?
I won't be able to see anybody either, so my apologies.
Okay, I'll try to keep up with it. We'll keep up with it.
Well,
Usually there. Hmm?
Yeah, when I
I
went
can,
live the other day,
on
it
my
took about
phone.
15 minutes. Sorry, sorry, Kathleen.
Oh, but on my phone, whenever I use it, I can see the chat. I just can't. Huh.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have
but
my I
whenever
have
I
a
go
face
on
I
reader. I
some,
chat
can
from
look,
my
but
Daddy, you got to
phone.
get down, honey. You're shaking the
the
table.
significant others got it.
Yeah, mine just
I
turned to a
usually
complete gray screen.
yeah, I usually chat from my phone when I watch YouTube. Hi, Scott Scorpio Moon Tarot.
hi, Scott.
Welcome.
Hey, Scott,
Hello.
Welcome.
you got
First
to get
time.
down.
Well, I'm glad to see you here. Welcome. We're glad to have
Yeah.
you. Wow. I
Mm,
just need to
you got
chat
to
to
get
do
down, Eddie.
something. So if you
Oh,
guys
puppy
want
dog.
to
He wants to be on live too.
Mm,
Hello, Teresa Levine. How are ya?
Hi.
Hi, Teresa. Scorpio sounds familiar. I'm not sure if he was the one that was on my chat a couple days ago on my live. I remember someone saying it was their first time. So if that's you, hello, welcome. Oh, look at that face.
Welcome. I'm just looking at something and
you got to
because
get
we are
down.
going to be bombarded with
Mm.
robots
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
comments. Oh, okay. It does say hold potentially inappropriate comments.
Okay, get
All
down.
comments will
Down, down,
review.
down, down.
Let's get some.
Okay. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what to do. So I'm going to leave it there and move on to our stream. Um, so we have hi Vivian, hi Candy, hi
Hey,
Teresa,
Vivian.
Well, and
and yes,
everybody should
oh
go
the
to
baby.
everybody's channel and subscribe.
Absolutely. We have in the house Scott Scorpio Moon Tarot. We should also subscribe to his channel. We
Hmm.
have Heather from Indigo Chrysalis Tarot.
Indigo. Sorry.
I am going to get it eventually. I'm so sorry.
No, sometimes I know it's confusing. I've been called Indingo. I've been called. I've been called a lot of
What did I
things.
call you this time?
Uh, um, Indago.
Indigo? Okay.
Indigo.
Now that is
I
next.
just
I'm
call.
blaming my accent for that. And
Oh,
false
okay.
teeth, real tarot. So it'd be nice if we could get everybody to 1,000 tonight. Can we do
Oh my
that?
goodness!
Yeah, you
Hey,
go,
I'm
Susie.
trying to
Wow.
manifest here.
That's
I'm
right.
trying to
Look
Let's
at that.
manifest a
manifest.
miracle.
If
That's
I
right.
get up
Yes.
tomorrow morning, I get up, and I see 1,000. Oh my goodness! I'm just going to reach
And
through and just
then,
give you a big old kiss.
What matters is that we have fun and that we do good.
And then give me
I think
some
Yeah.
that's what
lottery
really
numbers.
matters.
yep, that's what matters.
Yeah. And
That's what matters.
hi, Miss Charlotte. So happy Friday to everyone. Oh, you don't have a wrench? How do I do that? Wrench, wrench.
Um, you have to go on
Uh,
YouTube to do it. You can't do it through StreamYard.
Yeah.
Okay, I need wrench. I'm throwing wrench to everyone now. Add
You
moderator.
need a wrench,
Here's a
and
You need a.
wrench. And
Like the
you get a
Oprah show.
wrench.
yeah.
That night Lisa was throwing
If
them
I
all
if
out.
I send a wrench to someone and I hurt you, I do apologize.
Yeah. Duck incoming wrenches.
Yeah.
Exactly. If
I
you do
just can't
not
get
want to
over the
be a
birds flying
moderator,
back
let
and
me
forth. I
know.
love that.
I'm sorry?
I say I can't get over it. I love how the birds just keep flying back and forth. That it just that's awesome.
Well, it's just one of them. Hi, Patricia.
Well,
Is
where
everybody,
is
yeah?
where's Sunny? What is it?
Tutti.
Tutti.
Tutti. Yeah,
Where's
he
Tutti?
changed name
Oh,
again. Hi,
Tutti.
Tutti. Come see mommy. Hey, Tutti love.
Oh,
Hey,
it's so
Dookie, little
cute.
puppy.
Now,
Still
how
have a
much
little
longer
bit of
before
orange on his head.
how much longer before he molts?
He's starting to molt a little bit, but not much. I've never had a bird going through its first molt yet before. Hi, in through a colored lens, Pat. I'm sorry. Hi, Pat.
Hey,
Yes, hi,
storyteller.
Pat.
Hey, Pat. I'm so glad to see you.
I love Pat's energy. Pat, we were
Yeah,
saying
she's great.
yeah, yeah. So everybody is going to get a wrench. Everybody has a wrench.
And then that way too, they could put their if they have a channel, they can put that in the chat as well.
Yeah.
That I've
Yes,
learned.
yes. Hi, Jackie. Okay, today what I was thinking of doing, as we were discussing before, I was thinking about maybe we could do a little meditation just to send love to the world.
Mhm.
And I'm going to ask you to do something that is going to be very difficult. I'm going to ask you to send love to Vladimir Putin
Putin.
so that he has love in his heart. That is going to be very, very difficult. But he needs to find love. Otherwise, nothing will change. So, anyone you want to stay, if any one of you have a suggestion, I was just going to do breathing exercise and hi, Ron.
Hi, Ron.
Hi,
Hi,
Ron.
Ron. I go on Ron's channel tomorrow night.
Yes. Oh,
Nice.
any other anything else that is happening tomorrow night
Mm.
or this week? You have
I have Jen's World Tarot coming on Tuesday, and Scott Spiritual Essence coming on Wednesday
Ooh.
of this week. So,
Very nice.
Yeah,
and
Scott
then
just got back.
the 8th, on the 8th, my Tuesday show, Deanne Shield Maiden Tarot is going to come on. So, we're going to do mysteries, I think.
Ooh, I like
Very
this.
nice.
cool, cool. Busy girl. What about you, Melinda?
Well, what I'm doing is if it gets warm enough to go out there on the front porch, if it at least gets to 40,
Mhm.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got a whole lot of these geos.
Ooh.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack them open.
Oh,
And
cool.
yeah,
Oh.
I
Where'd you
got
get
a whole
those?
bunch of
Oh.
them. These were
Where did you
just
get
picked
those?
out of Mother Earth yesterday.
Oh, how
But I mean,
cool.
there's several of them that's real big. There's one that's like this big.
Oh,
And
man.
I know it's going to be like
Oh my
amazing to
goodness,
open.
Melinda, where do you live, if you
Wow.
don't mind me asking?
in Ohio.
Ohio? Yeah, you're not that far from me. Okay, so beautiful geodes. Wow.
Uh,
And the girl that I got them
Wow.
from, now I had just met her too. I found her scrolling around doing whatever. No, I think it popped into something. I don't know. But anyway, Spirit did it. You know what I mean?
mhm.
And so I asked her about it, and um, it just so happened that she was getting some then. You know what I mean? And so I met up with her last night, and so I got these two big boxes of them. Now I
Wow.
want to give the at least the grandkids that live 100-mile radius. You know, I'm going to take them some so that way they could crack them open too, and it'll be theirs. You
Right.
know, and
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think it's going to be awesome.
That's yeah.
I
I
Me
think
can't
so
wait
too.
to break open
too.
that
Oh,
big one. You
I'm
know what I
excited
mean?
for you. I mean, that's gonna
Yeah.
be such a neat grandma gift. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. I gave
Absolutely.
him one of these big crystals like this. I
oh
gave him
yeah.
one of those probably
Oh, wow.
about a year ago or something. And
Uh-huh.
so, I mean, my one grandson, he's like on the spectrum of autistic, and
Hmm.
he's a map taker. He's definitely a map taker because he's constantly he knows all these like exits from all the highways. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And he knows where all the states are. I mean, he could tell you when you cross over a bridge, a lot of them, he doesn't have them all down, you know, but what bridge it is, you know, the bridge name,
Uh-huh.
everything. And he just
Wow.
turned 12. And
Wow.
I mean, he's an
That's amazing.
amazing little boy.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of the grandkids, they're seers. And it's just awesome. You know what I mean? It is just awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Excited for you.
The new beautiful souls that are
It's
going to
going
be
to be
taking the
amazing.
earth into its next evolution, into its, next
Yeah.
Oh
dimension.
yeah.
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 What about you, Heather? What's happening?
Well, we finally got word today that we're going to get to see an apartment on Monday. The only
Yes.
thing is that the people who were in there before pretty much destroyed the place.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to wait another month. So we're going to kind of have to live the way we are right now for just one more month. And I said, I can do that because now I have something extra to focus my energy on. And
Mhm.
so we're looking forward to about April 1st for a move. And then once we get settled in, I'll have my nice setup, in the room for my cards and my lives. And next month, I'm actually going to be doing I'll show you mine with Gerald from Tarot Stash. I
Oh,
think
cool.
it's fourth or fifth. I can't quite remember, but I do have that. So I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Cool. Good
Very
stuff.
nice.
Yes. And hopefully some
Well,
more collab invites.
Right?
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Yay.
It's wonderful. Thank you.
Well, um, Pat is mentioning the painting over your shoulder. She
Oh,
said it's an interesting painting.
I'm an artist, so those are one of my paintings.
Oh, you're an
Nice.
artist.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, I went to
Very
I went to school
nice.
for fine arts, and my major was painting. I graduated in '98 from Buff State, Buffalo
Cool.
State.
Nice.
Nice.
We call it Buff
Lovely.
State.
Hi,
So I
Greeter.
had did a series at one time of women who allowed me to photograph or view one of their scars and to turn into something that was beautiful, and that was one of the ones that I
Yeah.
still have.
Oh,
Wow.
Woman that I
that's
knew,
a lovely, lovely thing to do. Oh,
she allowed
Yeah.
me to. Yeah,
oh, I feel that in my heart.
that was burned. She got burned really bad when she was younger, and she had severe scars. And she had a photographer do pictures of her. And I asked her if I could do And she says, yes, you have my permission. So that's the one that I have left over
Wow,
from the
that's
little series I did.
that is really cool.
Hmm. Yeah, my
Yeah.
art is like my readings. It's intuitive. I love
Yeah.
that.
All
Oh, you
right,
have something to
let's
say?
start. One thing that was asked for this, I think it was Miss Charlotte that asked, how can we imagine good old Vlad accepting love?
You know, honestly, every time that I get into that energy, what happens is that as I can almost like see or feel people sending it to him, and it like bounces off of him like a couple feet in front, or behind or side, whatever.
He
But the
has a
energy
shield.
still lingers. It still lingers around him, so it's there, But it has to be up to him if he accepts it. So I think if we keep sending it, and if it just keeps bouncing off of him, that is just going to be, it's getting larger and larger.
Yeah.
I know Jen mentioned that she could see and feel that he was getting these sensations of love, and it was kind of like disrupting him because he's expecting all this hate to come towards him, and he's being taken aback by these sensations that are coming in, of love or whatever in his heart, and he's not quite sure how to comprehend what it is that he's feeling and experiencing. And I think that's a real it's an amazing way to help someone evolve, if that's the right word. I don't know if about ascend, but to evolve more into a heart-centered space where it might draw his attention, and that he would be able to feel that.
Yeah.
So
Hermit.
You were thinking of him?
Popped out.
Yeah. Yeah. I did read for on him a couple of times, and I kept getting the hermit. So yeah.
Yeah, me too.
All right, let's take a deep breath.
And an easy exhale.
feel grounded to the earth.
Feel the love you receive from your loved ones, and let it come into your heart because it's big, it's huge. The love that we have for each other.
The happiness and joy.
The love we receive from our pets.
Maybe we can link that from heart to heart.
Mm.
The unconditional love from our higher self.
It creates like a spider web where everybody has the different connections on there, and when you send it out from one space, it ripples and vibrates through the weaving to the other people, and then you can wrap it around the world.
Feel spirit, your spirit guide, God, the universe, sending you all the energy on your seventh chakra. Can you
Higher
feel
vibration.
it? Yes. Now, here is a meditation I was taught recently by Jean Mail, just so give her the credit for it. Imagine you have a big ball of energy on top of your seventh chakra. take that ball of energy and manipulate it a little bit. Can you feel it in between your hands? Exhale. Then take this ball of energy, inhale, and bring it within your third eye chakra. Inhaling. Bring your hands back to your seventh chakra while you exhale. Now this energy is back there again. While inhaling, bring this ball of energy to your throat chakra. Exhale while you bring back your hands to your seventh chakra. Hold this big ball of energy. Exhale, and as you're bringing that ball of energy to your heart chakra, inhale. And exhale as you bring your hands back to your seventh chakra. We're going to take this ball of energy again, the same way, to the third chakra. Can't remember what it's called. Sorry, guys. So inhale while you bring the ball there. This.
Solar plexus.
Thank you.
The
That's
gut.
your wheel. The gut, yeah. And then exhale as you bring your hands back up to your seventh chakra. Same again for the sacral chakra. Exhale. And again for your root chakra. And exhale. And now we are going back to our seventh chakra. And we're taking one hand and we're spinning the energy above. And then we're pushing it down through all our seven chakra, all the way to the ground to cleanse us. And then we inhale the energy back from the earth to filter everything. And so it begins. Let's send love to all those who need it in the world. All of those who are angry. Send them love. Don't try to feel their anger. Don't try to see if they're accepting it or not. Just send it to them. It's a grain that's planted into the earth. And it's going to grow. And send love, light, and courage, and strength to all of the people who are being prosecuted in the world. Let's send love to each other. Light. The more energy, the more love we give, the more we receive. And let's send love to our planet, to all the living being on Earth. And thank God for our pets, for they give us joy.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
How did that feel?
So good.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
What
that
about
felt
you
good.
in the chat? Did you guys feel okay? Did we lose any? No, we gained some. Oh, cool.
Yay!
Yay.
We brought them in
Hi,
real quick.
Geek Hillbilly. Janet Pierce
Geek, hey,
here.
buddy.
Woo.
Oh, Kaya Noel, Cat Mama. All right. So, what do we want to read about today? It's feeling great. That's good. What do we want to read about today? Do we want to do, and I'm opening that to everyone. Do we want to read about us? Do we want to read about what's happening? Do we want to read about Mars? Little
Just go
green man?
completely, yeah,
Mars?
completely go away from our own
Yeah, I think
all the
something very
problems and
positive.
everything, not instead of rehashing the same thing. That might
Yeah.
Something that's
Something
positive, that's of light.
something light that is something fun, maybe? Something that could make us laugh or change a mood or
Does anybody have any questions
I would
about
like
any
to
of that?
avoid the political ones, and just maybe keep a very, upbeat, not feed the anger and the fear so much, and just bring all that light and laughter in, and good feelings, so that when we're done, everybody who's been here with us can take that out with them and share that into their world as well.
okay.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. So, Geeky Hillbilly, no, Fausti's realtor, Melinda can't. I'm going to use your first name, okay?
Oh,
Melinda
yeah, go
can't see
ahead.
the comments right now, but he says, I have the laptop package, just need to know where to send it to.
Oh, beautiful, man. You are just, the other night, I was on somebody's live and he offered to do that. And it was very, very beautiful of him. And I'll send you another email with my address, Geek.
Okay.
And I thank you so much.
That touches
With
my
everything that
heart.
is inside of me, I thank you.
That
Cool.
Yeah.
touches my heart, Melinda. That's so sweet.
I know. I mean, these are, that's coming out because I can feel them, and I can feel like my nose tingling and stuff. It's
Well,
because we give of ourselves, and it's hard to accept things. And I know that it's a part of the process that I need to learn. And I'm very thankful that you're part of that process, Geek. Yeah. Yeah.
thank you, Geek. Thank you.
It just happening to Melinda, but I got tears too. So, excuse me.
They're joyful. They're
Yeah,
joyful tears.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Oh,
just feel
Yeah.
everything. I feel everything inside me just moving. It's like it's just everything's moving inside. And I know it's that love, I mean, that's there. And it feels like it's almost like crackling different something inside me. It just feels like it's almost like a half of a Rice Krispies. If it was like half of that, that's that crinkling feeling that I'm feeling. And it just swarmed with all this loving energy.
Geek says that it's a Dell latitude.
D630.
D630. It's running Windows 10. That's gonna get you going for a while, my girl.
Yeah.
And I'm not one that is overly emotional or that is going to show it very much.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
And yeah, my eyes are moist.
They
That
leak sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 After I had my
Oh.
aneurysm, it got very hard for me to mask my own emotions because brain injuries do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I've always thought I had brain injury. I walk around feeling like that.
I have brain injury when I'm alone. You know, Beauty and the Beast in like the one from the 90s, the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
I cry when they dance together. I cry the whole movie the whole time. I cry watching cartoons. But
Right.
as soon as the light goes up, turn up, I'm like, no, nothing here.
I'm
Nothing to see here.
not crying. You're crying.
Yeah. There's no crying in tarot.
Nah,
That famous
nah.
line. Yeah, I love that line. That famous Tom Hanks line. There's no
New
crying in
SSD
baseball.
hard drive, new battery, OEM charger, runs good.
Thank you so
Wow.
much. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
thank you,
you.
Geeky Heart, for being such a beautiful soul.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Geek Hillbilly
Geeks.
is the best.
Yeah. Yeah. Kaya was wondering if pets have astrological signs. I say yes.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
yes.
That's my vote.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, they have chakras too.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And you can use crystals too to help heal them as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
homeopathy, um,
Hmm.
you know,
Wow.
homeopathic medicine, it works on humans and it works wonderfully on pets. And it's because it is homeopathic, which is a microdose, you can safely give it to pets and not be worried about interactions and all this kind of stuff. And it works. It works because babies, pets, all that kind of stuff, it works on them. And since they're not an adult, they don't have any preconceived ideas of, well, this tiny amount won't do anything to me. You're just crazy. Well, it works on babies and it works on pets. So that'll tell you, you know.
I have a
Yeah.
friend who owns and runs a CBD store in Niagara Falls with her brother. It's called One Hemp Holistics. I'm sure Mel from Willie Hermit has probably heard of them. And she has products, that are for our pets. So she says they're just as much, they feel pain, they feel everything just like humans do. And she was made sure that it was very important to her to get CBD oils and things in for our babies, for
Yeah.
babies.
Well, I mean, that essentially that's what homeopathy is. Homeopathic medicine is you are taking you dilute something so far that it's there is scientifically nothing in it, but you take the energy of that essence and
Hmm.
apply it to this situation. And it works on, I mean, it works on a teething baby that won't sleep. It works on, all kinds of, because they respond to energy. Animals respond to energy so much better than grown-ups. So much better.
Yeah, because we're told as we grew up that that's nonsense. There's no such thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Vivian, I want to thank you for posting all those channels up. It's very, very nice. Thank you. And
you, Vivian.
everybody, we'd like to get to 1,000 tonight. All of us. We need to manifest. Hey, listen, how about what kind of questions can we read on? Should we read on the no, that's not the right place.
I'm gonna be right back. I gotta pull my
You're
nail,
gonna, yeah.
and then I'll be right back.
How about
Well, when you asked earlier, it was just I got like a thing that came down. So, well, what if we gave messages from our spirit guides um, or our higher self and what we need to do more to bring love into our hearts and into our lives.
Okay.
I don't know if that resonates.
Well, or maybe what can we do to bring about more love in the world, in our lives
yes,
and in the world?
You know,
You know,
yes,
so we kind of we do our lives and then we do into the world, and that'd be two questions.
sounds good.
yeah. Okay, so we start love into our lives and then we do love into the world.
The world.
Perfect.
I know I'm still working on self love.
I know, and that's one of the hardest people to love in the world is
The world
yourself.
is yourself.
Yeah.
So easy to give, but it's so hard to
Yes.
sometimes to feel to receive like you deserve it. I mean, to show it even to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Baby wants to read cards.
We need to get him a little hat so you can put it on him when he's reading cards.
I don't know how if I'd be able to do that.
That'd be so cute.
Honestly,
Come
You'd be
on,
like,
Sophie.
it
That'd be so
would
cute.
be. What card do you want to pick, baby? Go on, pick a card. Oh, he's picking the phone. Oh, okay. This one.
And I had a cockatoo who used to do that. Cockatiel, excuse me.
Yeah.
I would play cards with my brother at the table, and she would fly down and start picking cards and tossing them.
But very often they are the cards that I need to pick when he does that. Right now, I was kind of shoving them in his face, but sometimes when I shuffle the cards and I put the deck down, he's going to just give it a little push and he's going to pick a card, and that's a card I need.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's wonderful. Co-creating
only
with your
from time to time.
That's so cool. I mean, you talked about how we were connected, but you and your birds are very seriously connected.
Bebe, especially. Tootsie, well, right now, after the meditation, he kept looking at me. He's never looked at me like that. But Tootsie, Bebe, yeah. But somebody told me Bebe was an elemental, and I believe that he is because I've never had a bird.
that
Oops,
that acts like him,
that
that knows what he
that
knows.
acts like him. He's really weird, really, really weird. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. I put some interesting cards.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Let's see.
I feel so much love right now.
Mm-hmm.
There too.
It's gonna be a nice energy to carry on when I go to bed tonight.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I feel I'm gonna sleep good tonight.
Yeah. Uh,
So I have two cards that I pulled. One for us, and then one for the collective. For the world. Um, do you want me to go first, or does somebody else want to go first?
You go right
no,
ahead.
it's fine.
Oh, okay. Um, I'm starting to work more with these cards, and it was after watching a video with Gail and with well, she changed her name again, Spiritual Awakening 1111, Karen. Boy, I'm meeting so many people. I'm trying to make sure I remember everyone's names right. And it's called the Starseed Oracle.
Okay.
And for us as the collective, I received the Seven Sisters, which of course relates to the Pleiades, but for me also relates to light beings, how we're all connected and how we need to bring that love into our heart. And what she has on here is your birthing creations. You're touching the tapestry of life, your expression. So what makes your heart feel light, feel love, makes you happy? Um, what is your expression? What do you want to birth creatively and bring into this world? And I just wanted to see really quick if there was another word that jumped out. And for artists, poetry, um, this is a beautiful creative card for artists. Um, and there's the web of life, like what we were saying earlier, how when we were doing that meditation, and how what makes our heart, full is when we are able to share that along that web that we're all connected to, and how when one sends love out, it ripples along the web and connects to another, and it ripples so that it becomes one beautiful tapestry of life. So that's how that just worked through for me for my thoughts. And then for as a collective on the outside, this is speak to your ancestors. This one here, particularly your star ancestors, and the knowledge that they bring, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, and just look a little deeper. What can you give of yourself that can benefit the world? And connecting with your star ancestors, whether you view them as spirit guides, angels, even your own ancestors, because I know everybody has a different concept of what their ancestors are, or when it comes to the star brothers and sisters that are in the universe. I'm connecting more with them now. They're wanting me to use these cards more. So even I'm learning, what can I give out as a collective, not just for the world, but to send it out to the universe as a whole. So this may be also learning how to send that love, not just to our planet, but the planets and the beings and the creatures that live on other planets and in galaxies that could also welcome and use the love.
Mm,
So those are
cool.
my two cards for that.
Katie, are you ready?
Um, yeah. For um, the collective, I got um to find your satisfaction, to find your um your place in the world, to find your niche in the world, to realize that you don't have to go out in the world necessarily to do that. You have to realize that everything begins here, and you express it by your actions, by how you live your life, and that gives you satisfaction. But you know that you can't, there you go, you can't make everyone follow you. You can't. So you have to forgive yourself and let go of that need to save people, because you can own, they have to decide, but you can still love them. You can still express love and then go on. And some people, that's all you can do. And when you know that, look at her heart. There's a big heart with it looks like a star behind it, and it's a 7 of Pentacles. It's like you can then reap what you sow. You can elevate it. When other people look at this and look at your life and how you live it, they think, and you get more people following in your footsteps that way than you do by beating them over the head with the Bible. But I come back around to choice. It has to be their choice to accept love, and you can't change that. So you have to, that's one of the hardest things to deal with. And when you have someone in your life that you love desperately, but they have addiction, that's one of the things you find. Until they want to take that first step, you can't help them. And not being able to help them it's painful. It really is. It's painful. But the love that we have, that we can give the world, is we can do it in little ways and big ways. Look at those bears.
Yeah, baby bears. I have that deck.
Oh
It's
my God.
beautiful.
We can look at this as this is a house that has a firm foundation that we can build that castle on. See that castle? We can have a castle just because we can be people who, we may not have money, we may not have worldly goods, but as far as our love, we have more than enough to go around. And that is the one for all. For individually, you have to make a commitment and let your spirit grow and let that love evolve, because the words and knives, the words are like knives. And so you have to heal that trauma and accept that, I cannot go back in the past. The past is past. That's why it's called the past. And I just have to go on forward right now. This is a journey, And when you realize that you are perfectly imperfect, you are not, no one on this earth can say, that they're good enough, they're blah, 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 blah. But, they're not better than anyone else, but they are enough. And that's the point. We have to stop beating ourselves to death. We have to accept the fact that we are worthy of love. And then we can go on and accept that love from others. But until we accept that we can and we deserve love ourselves, you can't really accept anybody else's love because you don't believe it. So that's all I got.
That was profound.
Thank you, Kit.
What about you, Melinda?
Okay, I didn't really know what the question was, but I kind of put what Heather,
Go for
I almost called you Indigo, was saying, and then I started pulling some cards. So the very first card that came out was the Ark of the Covenant. And I'm going to take this card as a belief system. Any belief system, it doesn't matter what system it is, whether it be God or Jesus or Obi-Wan Kenobi, because sometimes, it's like Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope, And so it doesn't really matter what religious or what Christian or what belief system that you have, because it all ends up in the same place anyway, I believe. I believe that however it is, as long as it's something outside of ourselves, because it's way too big for me personally to handle by myself. So I know it has to be something bigger than myself. And so my next card was the journey card. To, like the journey in life, there's so many things that goes on in life. And however we got there, we are still here right now. My next card was the jail card. And so I know that sometimes we stay imprisoned in our thoughts of like childhood stuff or stuff that happens to us, later on in life. Sometimes that can imprison our minds. And like what we was discussing before, and then what you laid it on, Catherine, I believe that it's hard for me to accept things, but I'm doing it. It's a process, and it's just something else that was a part of my journey, my path, and this is the maze card, because it could take us in all different directions, but it all leads to this spot right there. And it's going to take to my very last day before, learning every day, every single day, because there's so much, just so much that happens along our journey. And then there's all this outside forces that tries to impale, and if you have this guard up, no matter what the guard is, I think the journey will be easier, and we don't have to stay in this jail, this mental jail. And my very next card was, there's always a gift in a challenge. There's always a gift in a challenge, and there's a way through it. I know that if I try work around it, daggone it happens again, so I still gotta either go through it, or it's going to come back to me, and I'll have to either go around it or march forward, like, all right, I got it this time, I could do it, there's enough there for me to just like keep going on. And then my last card was hopes, dreams, and desires. Hopes, dreams, and desires. And I made this one because it's like if you would take a pine tree and everything that it has and everything that it holds within inside itself, it boils down to that: hopes, dreams, and desires. And I believe that the further down we root ourselves, the easier the path will be, because I just believe that way. I don't know why. It's just there, and it's just there. And I love this community. You guys has brought me to places that I needed to be, and I appreciate that with every single person, with everyone, because there is each, if there's a challenge, you're going to learn something. So that's definitely a gift. So even there's gifts when it's not a challenge, when it comes easy, and I think it's the easier it is, it's because you've been there before. It's like the person that falls in the hole in the sidewalk. He's walking and he falls in the hole, and he's yelling out, and the people's just walking by, and because they say, oh, I don't have a rope, or I don't have a ladder, or I don't have this and I don't have that. All of a sudden this guy comes by and he just jumps in the hole. And the guy goes, man, dude, what did you do that for? Now you're down here with me and we don't have no tools to get out. And then the guy says, don't worry, I've been here before and I know the way out. So I think it's everything is connected. Like you said about the spider webs and everything. And that's what I have.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Melinda.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to start with the end, because the end is the beginning. The end. The Ten of Swords. When you look at that card, that was at the back of my pack. The Ten of Swords always brings a broken heart. It does. It does, because and often, hi. Wow, we have new people. Terry, Debsy, Sharon, Jackie was there. Okay. Sorry about that. And oh, I wanted to mention also to Geek Kapla, yeah, to you as well. And I saw the messages about the Caucasian, and I'm very, very, very sorry about that. Truly,
What was
truly
it?
What was
sorry. The
what happened?
Caucasian, he's they died in the house burned down.
Oh, how
Really?
awful.
Yeah, yeah. It went by quickly, but I think somebody set fire to the house. So
Oh,
Geek is he's very generous because I remember an offer he made me too, and he's very generous, but I don't think he's had it easy. So my heart goes out to you, and I'm sending you love and light. And broken heart. So as I was saying, the broken heart always the Ten of Swords always brings a broken heart, but from there, you can always get up and, think about what you can do to change things. And the way you can change things is by reevaluating. I don't know why I keep going with the back of this pack. I don't know why. But here I also get the moon, and it's a beautiful moon. And there's a reflection of the moon in the water here. And Kathleen once made me aware the sky is so bright with the stars and everything. And it's, sometimes I'm just looking at the reflection. I'm attracted to the reflection of the moon in the water. Look at yourself. Look within yourself, and you shall see what and how you were made by God, by Spirit, by the universe. Gonna go with God because that's what I believe in, but it's the same,
mhm.
or the universe, the Spirit. I believe at the end of the day, it is the same. And He
Right.
made us, and He gave us everything we needed for our life. He gave us everything we needed to face what comes. And when you look at your reflection, really look at yourself, and you will see how beautiful you are and how wonderful you are. And it's very important. And all I can see in this Ace of Cups, all I can see is this fairy here hugging the candle. The candle is us. It's the light of spirit within ourselves. It's our own life. Hug yourself. Give yourself hugs. Hug yourself. Love yourself. And the best way to do that is by caring for yourself. Do as I say, not as I do. Care for
Yeah,
yourself.
I'm gonna say.
See the girl drinking the Pepsi and going to have a cigarette later. Care for yourself. It's the Princess of One, which is like the Page of One. We're like the children of the universe, and we are being provided for. All we have to do is go to that water here to drink the water we so need to to sustain life. You know, there are flowers and greeneries everywhere that we can eat. There are birds in the sky for those who needs to eat. Yes, I know. I speak Klingon. I do. I used to have a tape. That ages me. Where you could learn Klingon. That's how bad Trekkie I was. So that's what we need to do. We need to realize that what we were given. And once we realize this, then we have the wheel of fortune for the
Oh,
world.
it's beautiful.
And we need to, things, it, it's a wheel, it's a vicious circle. Love yourself, you're going to love your neighbor, who's going to love their neighbor, and then it's going to come back to you. Just keep going like this, and it's going to have a snowball effect, a positive snowball effect, because not all snowballs are bad. Some snowballs are good. And the more we give, the more we receive,
You
the
receive.
faster it goes. So we need to, hi Michelle, ma belle, we need to make sure that we do it. If we're not doing this, like the meditation we did earlier, I never do that. First and second. I'm sorry, I'm doing both. Yeah, and um what we did earlier, I've never done that before, and um I think that it had a lot of impact. So if we keep on doing that, we're going to change the world. Even if we don't take arms to fight against the evil that is going on with our love, we're basically cleansing it.
Yeah.
And we're reborn. And that's what love
That's
does.
beautiful.
Oh my God.
It
Took me a
was
while to get
beautiful.
through this, sorry.
All right, Sophie, what deck is
Thank
that?
It's
you,
That's
very
God.
beautiful.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, God. It is the Wheel of the Year Tarot.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
It's lovely. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's beautiful. I love
It's
the
not a
colors.
black box like that. It's the back, it looks like this. It's not made to be read in reverse. It's a tough base deck, believe it or not.
Hmm.
But it's yeah, it is a beautiful deck. And when you mention love, reading on love, that I call it my romantic deck. It is romantic. I find it romantic. So yeah,
Like the Arthurian legend.
yeah, yeah. So that, oh wow,
Ooh.
that took a lot out of me. But it wasn't me talking. It was big guy upstairs. So
Right.
now,
It was beautiful.
oh my God, that is such a beautiful card.
The face is made out of nature.
I know. I love that card. What's that deck?
It is the Moon Goddess Oracle by Stacy DeMarco.
Nice.
It's nice. Are all the cards made like that?
Um,
Because there's one card that you showed earlier. I could see a human body in the stars.
no, that was the Starseed deck.
Yeah.
I mean, they're absolutely beautiful. Um, feminine
That's lovely.
sovereignty. This one here, I
Yeah.
wanted to show at one point. So we're talking about self-love, and I just thought that was
Yes.
absolutely beautiful. So yeah, her cards are gorgeous. She also has the elemental deck, and
Yes,
which I
yes,
also
yes.
have, and then she
Yeah.
has one for animals. I have this one and the elemental. Okay, enough. You don't need all this attention right now.
Yes,
Your
I
bed.
do, mommy. Yes, I do. You're crazy.
Oh, we'll
Tracy, you
telepathy
say
sometimes
make a
for that.
wish, everyone. What's going on? I missed a few things.
No. Okay.
Is it somebody's birthday?
That would be neat. Whose birthday is it?
We could sing a happy birthday to somebody.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Come on, join in, Melinda.
Yay!
Yay!
What's your cat's name, Heather?
That was Mozzie. I have 2 black kitties, and that's Mozzie.
I was telling the ladies earlier. Yes, you're right, Sharon. Happy birthday to everyone this month. Big, huge.
Yeah.
Big hugs, big, huge. Need to change
Oh,
my
that's
life.
Sharon Sipe, isn't it? Hi,
Yeah.
Sharon.
Sharon Sight. Yeah, I can't
Yes,
see
she
who's in
says
chat,
that.
so
That is
hello,
so
everybody.
awesome.
Yeah. And there was a lady in Ukraine that refused to leave. Well, a couple really that you refused to leave. They had a business called the Cat Cafe, and they refused to leave because they have 20 cats, and they knew nobody would feed them. And you could see all the cats. One was in a wheel. He was exercising in a wheel.
Oh my
Another one
goodness.
was sitting on a table, and they were all very well behaved, and you know they were showing off really. In a way that was so beautiful. Pets are wonderful, wonderful love givers. It is unconditional, and I think I'm starting to win a little one there. Tutti Love is sitting on my camera, and he keeps looking at me. That is interesting. It's about time. It's been 3 weeks. It's a long time. So we had someone who left a question earlier. That's Cat Mama Meow. She wanted to have a card picked by Bebe. Bebe is back in
No.
his cage. That would
Oh.
have been cool. That would have been cool.
Hang on. I dropped one of my earpods.
Sophie, when you were
Unfortunately,
looking at your card earlier with the reflection, you love the moon. I wanted to show you this one too.
oh wow,
Self-reflection. Holding
yeah,
hands with yourself and looking at your reflection and seeing what what lies beneath, what lies
yeah,
truly within your soul. I wanted to show you that. I thought that was beautiful.
yeah.
Mm.
It is. It is.
I didn't mean to
Does
interrupt.
does anyone have a question that you would like us to read on? Personal, no politics, not tonight. No
Would
politics
Cat
tonight.
Mama meow like one, even though it's not from a bird?
Yes, we can give her a card. Let's each pick a card, and together that's going to be her reading. How's that?
Okay, that sounds wonderful.
Okay.
Cat
So
Okay.
we're reading for Cat. Her name is Cat Mama.
Yeah.
Mama, Kaya, Cat Mama.
Oh, Kaya. Okay.
Yeah,
Card. So we're each going to pick a single card.
yeah. One card per person, and together that's going to be the
Okay.
Make
reading.
a story. A beautiful
Yes,
story, because she's a beautiful human being.
Oh.
absolutely. If anyone else would like us to do something like that for you, please let us know, and we shall. Thank you for joining us, by the way. I truly appreciate it coming. Truly appreciate you coming. Sorry.
Well, 2 cards came out for her for my deck. Do you still want me to pick just one, or can I include the both of them?
If they both came out, it's because they had to come out.
Okay.
That's
So
the way I look
quiet.
at it.
Yeah.
I got perception, and it says on the back, see the past through the lens of grace. All that occurs is designed to support our spiritual evolution. And it's that card. And then the other one that came out was pray. And it says on the back, I am open and receptive to the power of grace in my life. Now, I ask to be shown clear examples of how this energy is operating in my life. So
That's
those are yours
beautiful.
from me.
Anyone else ready?
I am. I'm
Go
glad you
ahead.
said that because 3 fell out
Okay.
when you said 1. But anyway, because I was going to say, well, how can I put this together? Okay, so I'll be fast. The first one was the Hermit. Okay, and it says, find a mentor, take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. The next one was release.
Mm.
It says, let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new opportunities. Time to move on. And then the 4 of summer.
Oh, those are pretty colors.
This one says, being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, discontentment with life. So I think if we become too distracted about anything, if we start going down a path, and if we start feeling like it's too much or not good for us, I think we could always just keep moving on and kind of move out of that way and maybe find a mentor, become the hermit. Okay.
What about you, Katy?
I've got this one. It's called the horned cactus. Resourcefulness. There are times in our lives when it is our resourcefulness that is our savior. We get in a rut and we get in a comfortable place, and we are in our comfortable place and we don't want to get out of it. But sometimes things happen and we have to start looking around at what we have to make things work. We have to think outside the box. We have to key in to our resourcefulness to get by. And that in itself is a gift because you can change your perspective and realize just what you need to do because of that tightening your belt and looking around. And I'm talking about in on a monetary thing, but the thing is spiritually we need to be more resourceful as well in looking at it, not being afraid to look at every perspective on a thing. I I realized that voodoo. I only knew what I knew about voodoo. I only knew from Hollywood. So the word voodoo automatically, I'm like scary, you know, scary. And I don't ever want to fear any construct, anything. I want to know enough about it to be able to walk. I don't want to walk that path. I mean, I'm not interested in it, but I want to walk a path that of I want to walk the shamanistic path. I want to go down that road. And the first thing I realized is it's getting the preconceptions out of my brain, getting the the prejudices and everything out of my head. And by doing that, I open up so much more. That is what it talks to the physical world about resourcefulness, but it also talks to the spiritual world as well, to change your perspective to reach a goal. That's what I got.
Wow. I think I'm getting my groove back, Katie, because this is so much like yours. We might be connecting again. Ooh, ah. Storm. The storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. Just when you thought things were taking a turn for the better, in came a hurricane of hurt. Now you find yourself utterly exhausted from trying to survive it all. Rest assured, the clouds are finally starting to part, making room for the much needed sun. Like the clouds, you should also let go of past or present pain in order to make room for something better. I hope this resonates with you, Kaya.
Yes.
I hope so. We have two more, and then and then we'll have to call it a night because it's already been an hour and a half. Are you guys okay for two more?
Absolutely.
Yeah? Okay. The next one is Tracy Ralph. So she'd like to have a card.
Oh, hang on.
Ooh,
Geek
Tracy.
Hillbilly. He's writing into a colored lens. Walks are a bit of a problem for me, having a prosthetic right leg, but I try. I have a prosthetic left leg, so between us, we're a good a whole person. But have found this is just, you can take this or not, but the type of stump socks I use um, really help with mobility, as far as walking and all that kind of stuff. If I know I'm going to be out and about, I use the gel socks that have like a thick gel, and you pull, you kind of roll it on because it's so thick, and it has gel in it. And I whenever I'm going for walks and stuff like that, I really get a lot better. I have a lot better when I get home, because right now I'm still trying to rebuild the uh, uh, callus on my stump because I was in the bed for so long because I had the shingles in the ear, and so I have the callus, and so using that thick gel really helps for that. So you might, I mean, I don't like using it all the time because I I'm kind of weird with, I'm like, how do you clean this? I can't clean this with just hand soap and everything. This has to have like a real washer and dryer kind of thing, and you can't do that with those. So I just save them for when I'm going to be walking more than normal, and they really do help. So I just thought I'd share that.
That was awesome. Thank you, Kathleen. Can we, I don't know if he has a question or not, but can we also pull for Geeky Hillbilly?
Sure. Absolutely.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
Repeat that. What question?
Tracy, now we're doing Tracy. Tracy
Okay.
Rouse. The first one's ready, can go ahead.
Well, I can never seem to pick just one card.
I think mine stick too.
Well, these are all from different decks. It was just like, go to here, and I'll go to this one. But it all reads.
And through a colored lens storyteller, I get the socks from my prosthetist. They order it from a company, and then my insurance, pays the percentage of it. And so I'm not sure where they order them from, but you could tell him to talk to his prosthetist and about the gel socks, to have them look through it, because a lot of times at the prosthetist they have catalogs and different things that you can look through, but most of the time the prosthetist will be able
They'll
to tell
know.
you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's okay.
I'll be off cam just for a sec.
Okay. So Tracy, I got brown, and it's establishing boundaries. Oh, let me try to get the glare off of there. I don't know how to get rid of glare on my. There we go. So I had to kind of turn them on a sideways. So you have brown, establishing boundaries. And once you're able to establish healthy boundaries, you can start letting go of people's expectations of yourself. You can also let go of expectations of yourself that are not um, healthy. You can let go of past traumas. And I have learned this last year. Within the last 2 years, actually, I have been learning about boundaries. And I find the more I keep practicing creating boundaries in different aspects of my life, I am able to be affected less by what others may or may not be thinking. I am able to let go of the past ways of people and how they thought of me and how they told me they thought of me, and that idea of what they thought of me that I was taking on myself. So by creating a healthy boundary with individuals within ourselves, and we're able to start letting go of all that no longer serves us and instead fills our heart with peace and love. And the next card from the other deck was exactly that same word, peace. You get to sit within your circle. You hold that sacred space, that divine sacred space where you feel safe and you can be exactly who you are within that space that you've created with your healthy boundaries with people and yourself. And you have that beautiful divine light surrounding you, letting you know that you are grounded and that you are protected, and nobody can hurt you unless you let them. And this includes ourselves as well, because like on my live today earlier, I was expressing how sometimes I'm able to give to others, and I'm okay with how I give to them and how they give to me. But then when it comes to my own self, I can't seem to let go of those past experiences, which actually keeps um, my heart tied. And at this age now, at this stage in my life, I have got to start learning how to um, replant seeds of self love and start creating a beautiful boundary that says for myself that not only am I not going to let others tell me who I am and affect my peace of mind, but I have to start doing that within myself. And the more I have done that, the more I have connected with my higher power, my own higher self, and being able to accept what is in my heart and what is for my higher good. And it has brought me more peace. So I just wanted to share that with you, Tracy. I hope that speaks to you.
Who's next? Are you ready, Melinda?
Are you ready, Kathleen?
Yeah.
Go ahead, hon.
Okay. I the needle. Intentionality. One of the biggest parts of intentionality, everybody thinks of setting your intentions for manifestation, but I think that generally the most important thing is having a having that intentional thought in your grounding. Because if you eat every meal you have, if you look at it with intention and eat it with thinking, this is for the nourishment of my body. This is, this smells, oh, the smell's wonderful. The taste, the texture, the feeling in your mouth, you know, the sound, the sound of you clicking the fork on the plate. If you make anything intentional, then it is. So grounding is one of the basic premises of intentionality. And it's something that, especially when the energy is crazy and you're going absolutely nuts, if you don't ground yourself, you have a problem. So take a sugar scrub and scrub all that you can envision it as you're scrubbing negativity away. You but engage all the five senses when at the time you're doing that. Honestly, think about it. Don't go through life on autopilot, stuff in your face or running in through the shower and doing this kind of thing. Ground yourself. When you take a walk in nature, notice the leaves on the trees and how they have veins. Ground yourself and set your intention and then set your actions to create manifestation. But I think intentionality revolves around grounding.
Are you ready, Melinda?
I am. My first card was Two Worlds. Yeah, two of them came out. And then Caught in the Ruins. No, Caught in the Ruins was the first one. Sorry. And then the Two Worlds. I'm just going to read just a little tiny bit of this because a lot of the things that we was already talking about. Bless you, babe.
Bless you.
So sorry.
But,
I'm so
a lot
sorry.
of things that had already been. It's all good. Is from these cards, and both everybody, and bless you again. Okay.
Go ahead, Melinda. We're laughing at something Hillbilly Gates said.
Okay. Even If these limited situations, this is the caught in the ruins, even if these limited situations and actions are strong, they are self-imposed. The courage and strength required to change lie within you. You must change each faulty belief and every sabotaging choice as they happen. If you do nothing, you'll perpetuate your attachment to the dark situation. Like the crumbling castle, negative choices could stand for a long time to come. Don't let the ruins of your past ruin your future. You have the power to climb out now. And then the two worlds, surrounded by a spinning wheel and basket of wool. A beautiful woman, worried and tired, gazes as the embers in the fireplace. She has worked hard at her spinning for the coins that are gathered on the table. The expansion window behind her looks out of a Buddhist monastery high in the mountains. When you receive this card, there is a conflict in your life between what the outer world requires of you and how your own spirit directs you. You actually may have a number of past lives where you wanted to focus on your spiritual growth and therefore joined a monastery to do so. Then missing the wonders that the spectacular world could offer, such as love, family, and financial success. You choose the secular world exclusively in your next incarnation. Yet this didn't offer the spiritual focus you also sought. Because of this, it's likely that you bounced back and forth from the monistic to the personal in a number of incarnations and through a number of different faiths. You are now again experiencing a polarity between fully self-realized spiritual experience and personal success in your day-to-day life. It often feels as if you have to let one go in order to embrace the other. This push-pull will continue until you learn to bring your spirituality self to every situation in your personal life. It's time to replace worry with trust and integrate your internal truth with your temporal reality. If you have a job or are in a relationship that actively pulls you from your spirit, you must deal with it or possibly leave it. Who you are forever is who you are now. Let nothing impede that power. When you own it, absolute self-realization in both worlds will include no longer. Wow. This looks like you may be, I mean, if it resonates, it looks like you may be dealing with a lot of stuff right now, you know, and things might feel like it's very, very hard. And I just want to give you a hug so bad. if you would accept the energy that I'm going to send, if you accept it. I want to just give you that energy of love and embrace, like a warm blanket. It'll wrap you like a warm blanket. If you accept, I'll gladly send. Does she accept?
Good. I don't know.
Yes. Yes, storyteller.
I am loved. I am lovable. I accept all of me.
All of me.
Yes.
I am enough.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. Um,
Tracy Ralph says accepted and shared it with you for a minute.
good.
Thank you, Tracy.
Tracy, I got the renewal cards for you. The renewal card for you. A sense that history is somehow repeating, a chance to do things differently, and perhaps secure a better outcome. To work with or break a cycle, you need to recognize it. Release stress, tension, or anger before it builds up to a storm. It may be necessary to walk away from a challenging personality, difficulty breaking a habit or pattern of thinking, establish a positive routine. Through infinite cycles of life, death, and rebirth, our souls stretch into timeless repetition. All the while, your thoughts and actions draw from the past and feed into your future. The journey repeats as often as needed. There is no rushing through to the end. The cycle can be broken through wisdom, through detachment, through a memory of the sacred, through a return to oneness. I think it reaches a little bit what Melinda was saying. I hope this resonates with you. Katy, did you go? I think you did, didn't you?
Yes, I went.
Okay. Well, we have our lap. Oh shoot! Yeah, no, we missed one. I'm sorry.
Oh,
There
don't
was
be.
one. Huh?
Don't be. Don't be sorry, please. This is why we're here. You know, it's all good on the time. For me, anyway. Speaking for myself.
Do you want to face as the background paper? Do you want his face as the background wallpaper on the laptop?
Sure.
Uh,
That would be
there,
awesome. I'll give you a kiss on the cheek every day.
okay, Leslie King. She would love a general card, please. Had some good news, but a lot of bad news. Stressful situation this week, which has knocked me down a little, which has knocked her a little bit.
You want to help me with this? You going to help me? Okay.
This is a good one. Okay.
No,
Go
you
for
can't.
it. Oh, it's
Take
beautiful.
time to reflect. See, she's looking in that reflection pool, but it shows the universe. And, you know, take time to reflect, because a lot of times when we look back in the past, we realize that it was those not so good things that happened to us that morphed into a really good thing. And that being able to live in gratitude and use that reflection and be honestly thankful for everything we have is one of the most powerful things that we can do for ourselves. It really opens us up into spirit. So, you know, taking time to reflect on your actions, taking time to reflect on what you should be offering gratitude for, taking time to reflect on how different circumstances in our lives morphed into something really good. So taking the time to reflect, I think, is one of those things that everybody should kind of put that on their calendar as a reminder to do it, if not every day, every week, go through everything and kind of reflect on what happened this week. How and if you keep a journal and can really actually see it, it really has just a huge impact on your life.
It's a beautiful card.
Mm-hmm. Who's next? Who's ready?
Well, Leslie Muzzy helped me pick out a card for you, so he wanted to do a card with mommy tonight. So what we've got here is the self-love card again, and just remember, with everything that went on for you this week, that you still hold a place of self-love for yourself. Make sure you get plenty of bless you. Make sure you get plenty of self-care.
Mm-hmm.
Nurture yourself when you with everything that it's good, and it's good that you mentioned that you had good news. I like that you saw that you put a positive in there. But with the bad, you do have the good, and that is much to be grateful for. And no matter what the situation might have been, just make sure that you hold that place of self love in your heart for yourself. And what I just love too about the car is all these beautiful flowers. So maybe even taking a bath and maybe putting some flowers in the water or around, maybe with some candles, and just give yourself that self nurturing, self love, self care moment. And as you're soaking in there with the flowers, just allow all of that negativity and energy that has just, that you hold within. And when you let the tub out, just imagine it all going down the drain with the water. Um, letting the flowers infuse that water for you to help cleanse, purify, detox, and fill you with self love. And as the water goes down, it's taking all of that gunk, all that negativity, all that
Mm-hmm.
bad energy and feelings and emotions, and just saying it back down the drain, and back down into Mother Earth for her to transform it.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that helps.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Muzzy.
You might want to take the flowers out of the.
Okay.
Well,
Mine is
I have a
noisier than
drain where the
yours.
flowers can't go down in, but yeah, if you have a big wide open, yeah, but
Yeah. What about you, Melinda? Do you want to go? Do you want me to go? I'll go.
Yes, please. I'll be right back.
I was chuckling because my card is fearless self-love.
oh
I love
wow,
myself fearlessly. I love myself as beautiful, good, and worthy, no matter what else is happening around me. My self love keeps me well and happy. I nourish my self-love with daily acts of sacred self-care. This is the source of my true power. I listen to and value the guidance of my inner wisdom. In the face of negative messages and faulty beliefs, I return to the natural feminine at my core and celebrate this ground of being within myself. And I always return to self love. In this way, I practice fearlessness. Whenever I choose to love myself, no matter the circumstances surrounding me, I am practicing fearlessness. I hope this resonates
Nice.
with you, Leslie. All right, Melinda.
Okay. Yeah, the raccoons are out there wanting me to feed them. And the dogs
Oh,
is like smelling them.
Do you need to
Okay.
go?
Oh no, no.
No?
They'll
Okay.
they'll come back wherever they go to. They'll probably hang around out there. But if not, they'll come right back when they hear the door. Um I pulled the same card that I pulled a few minutes ago. So then I turned the deck over and I snuck an extra card, okay? This one is the first one was a 4 of summer. And what this says is being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, discontentment with life. You know, I don't remember reading that before the last time. That's crazy. My memory, man. Whew. Okay. So then the bottom card, so this is the top and the bottom, is the 5 of summer.
ooh,
Isn't that beautiful?
Beautiful.
very beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish she was right here right now, honestly. No, I'm only kidding. Okay, what it says is trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. You know, I've always told my kids everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? Okay. And then it says remove yourself from the
Hmm.
negativity, emotions of others. Ooh, being a sponge. You have gifts. Okay. Focusing on that which frightens or worries you. If you're taking things on like a sponge, you're an empath, right? You know? So if you don't know that you have some gifts, trust and believe. Okay. And this also is the butterfly, you know? So that's transformation. Maybe you're coming into a spot in your life that uh, you're realizing that you do have gifts, you know, and that you can make it through whatever happens. Because whatever happens sometimes is other people's stuff that we as sponges can take on, and it will manipulate the things that we do in life. And so when we realize that their stuff is their stuff and our stuff is our stuff, and then it makes it easier in life to stay balanced and centered. And there's something that I need to say that just was a thought drop. And it came in one other day too for somebody. And but I realized, because they always talk about, you know, that we have the tools, you know, that's inside of us, like the magician, his tools. Like we have the tools inside of us. And so then I realized that we are the toolbox. And so being a toolbox, we could carry ourselves. You know, we could call in our higher self, our guides, whatever we believe in, whatever the source is. And then we can make it through anything. All we gotta do is work through it, work for it. And sometimes the only work we have to do is just love, just sending love. And that is a beautiful feeling. And that's what I got.
Good. Good. And now our last person. Ta-da! Katy, you would love to go blackberry picking up in the hills this summer on the ATV.
Well, we got blackberries out in the pasture. Because we always, every year we watch the birds. Because you know when the blackberries are ripe because the birds just so that's when they start being around them. That's when we get them, because if you wait until there's a whole mess of them, you're gonna be fighting birds with them blackberries.
Blackberries are good. I love blackberry jam.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so let's do one for Geek Hillbilly.
Yeah. And Geek, my husband that went 6 months after our old middle son went, he left 6 months after my middle son Bubba passed, but all his kin was from Hazard. So when you said you was from Hazard, I thought that was awesome. If you know any gentries like Cora Gentry and all them, that was his people. Okay.
All right. Cecile, don't forget to watch your email tomorrow, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, he knows them. Melinda.
Huh?
He knows them.
He knows them? Oh, awesome.
How cool.
Awesome. Yeah.
Oh, this is a big one.
Ooh.
I got a big one. This is repairing the veil, and what it's pointing to is forgiveness. Forgiveness is not for the person you are forgiving. Forgiveness is for you. It's like if you hate someone because of what they've done to you, it's like you're drinking poison expecting them to die, because that bitterness, that hate, that that will poison your soul. But the other aspect of this is the way that we don't forgive ourselves, the way that we put ourselves under a microscope, and we expect more from ourselves than we would ever expect from another human being. Forgive yourself. Let go of that mountainous guilt that you feel over not getting something done. Let go of that and just breathe. When we forgive something, it is not that we give the other person a free pass or whatever. What this is doing is you can forgive somebody and never necessarily speak to them again. It's not for them, it's for you. And if we can forgive something, acknowledge that it happened, acknowledge that we can't go back into the past and change it, and then let it go. That's all we got to do. Let it go. And so that's one aspect of it. But the other aspect of it is don't be so hard on yourself, because you wouldn't expect someone else to accomplish all that you have in your mind. I mean, I know this because there's been this is an ongoing thing with me. So forgive yourself.
Many of us.
Yeah, forgive yourself and accept that you are human too. And you make mistakes, and you may not be able to do everything that you have on your list, and you no, just let it go.
Very cool. Because for me, with my card, being able to let go, to forgive, because the past is the past, leads to you can only go forward. I got the Chariot. And that's you who has to take the reins, find that balance, take the bad with the good, the lessons learned, and go from that place in your heart where I think the forgiveness, plays strongly in, connection with Katy's card, and just move forward with life and leave everything that no longer suits you or serves you for you or your higher good. Leave it behind. You're a control now, nobody else. It's time to move forward.
Okay. So at first I pulled from the Golden Tarot, and yeah, I went a little overboard. I can't apologize. But the first card was the Two of Coins. And the Two of Coins is about balancing things out, And then was the Three of Coins, which is like working and building and stuff like that. And then I got Temperance, which is all about balance. So, I believe with the way that you juggle things and the way that you work through your life, it's all about balance, So I thought that was beautiful. And then I pulled from The Universe Has Your Back. And as many times as I had used this deck, I have never pulled this card out. It is the actual card, The Universe Has Your Back. It's the very first time I ever pulled the actual card of the deck. So the universe has your back. Oh my gosh, it has an owl. I never know. Owls, I think, are amazing. But there's an owl in the moon. And owls, the way I believe is that because the owl says, who? So it's asking, who are you? And who is the person that you're dealing with, which also comes back to your very first card. So then I pulled another, because I freaked out that I even pulled that card. And then this one says, hope is the conduct for miracles.
I love that.
Hope is the conduct of miracles. And I just thought that was awesome. And then I'm sorry, I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry if ever anybody's pissed off. But then I pulled two of the angels cards, and the first one was Arakura, blooming.
Oh, Arakura. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, I'm glad that you knew what that was because I had no idea.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it says your past is getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process, and do not give up. Never give up. Don't give up. The temperance. And then I got Sedanya or something like that.
Sedna.
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 Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
And this says you are supplied for today. You're supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. And I just think that is just wonderfully beautiful. And just like you got a beautiful, wonderful heart. Yeah. So that's the read that I have for you, my friend. Thank you.
Beautiful.
And Melinda, we're not pissed off at you, honey. That was
No.
beautiful cards that you pulled.
Yeah, those were great.
Never
Yes.
apologize for that.
I might have made an ugly face, but it was not because you were doing anything. It was because of the sneeze.
No. Why
I
would we
wouldn't
be
do that.
No, what would be pissed at you? Those were beautiful cards, and you have to read them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm being bombarded by birdies now.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna start calling this channel what was that? Animal Kingdom Tarot. Because we all seems like we all have animals.
Yeah, hey, I could bring a goat. We got baby goats.
Yes.
I could sit here,
Cat,
sit here and
dog,
hold the
birds, goat.
goat.
Yeah.
Oh.
You have cows too, don't you?
And also, I'm so sorry.
I ain't bringing a cow in my house.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd have to shoot it outside the film. But the two colors of these purples is like also in the 7 chakras. You know, it's
they are.
Serenity and spirit. You know, is also these two colors. And I wanted to say that and I forgot.
That's true.
Serenity
They are.
and spirit.
And the one has pink, which is your heart too. So you're connecting your heart chakra with your throat chakra and how you speak and express your love, and through your third eye and your higher self. So they all connect.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Baby goats.
Geek, I got this is a French deck, so I'm going to translate as I Kaya Noel says, "Oh my gosh, bring the goat."
Well, hang on. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, she's going to get the goat.
She's really getting the goat. That's
Oh,
awesome.
Meanwhile, I'm going to talk to you, Geek, about this French card. It's actually the card of anger. But listen very carefully. You are angry. A very big part of you is being eaten by this anger. This could be an anger, a more recent anger, or an old one. But this anger is bothering your sacred chakra, and so the connection with your sensitivity and your self-confidence. Take time to work on that anger because it is uh, uh, brain fog. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. It's
I
bringing
call them brain farts.
that too. Um, it makes you very tired. It brings a lot of fatigue, but it also might give you the impression of always having to, go through steps or go through challenges by force. So this blocks all the softness inside that you have inside, your beautiful simplicity, and you deserve that these things that you had to go through be confronted and resolved so that your relations with others are going to be even deeper and even more fulfilling for you. This anger could also bring you physical pain.
You might
Um,
want. Let me take off the
oh my
paper
God,
cover.
there comes a goat.
Baby goats. Oh
Oops.
my God, Kathleen, I'm in
Yeah,
love.
hold down.
Oh, I want to
This
reach
is
out
my
to the
Sergeant
goat.
Pepper. He was born in October, November.
Sergeant Pepper.
He was
Yeah,
born
Sergeant
in
Pepper's
November, I think.
lonely. No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
My
he's a baby.
yeah,
God.
but a goat. So this anger can also
Get you a
bring
handful of sweet
um,
pea. Does he go crazy for those?
physical ailments, pains in your tummy, and like I said, a lot of fatigue. And it could also play a role on your weight because it's in the area. It is in that energetic area. Okay, I'm just going to move on.
Hold out your hand.
This could also be from a past life. Take time, geeky. I'm sorry. Take time, geek, to heal that anger within you. And you have a lot of reasons that you might be angry. Just from the little bit I've just read, you need to heal, my dear. You deserve it. You deserve to heal. And that means basically means forgiveness for yourself and for others, but mostly for yourself. You need to
Got the little
heal
nugget down here. There we go.
within you. And you need to
Does this
also,
make me
it's
your adult
suggesting in
handler?
this book to do some energy healing.
Now let's see if we'll take the orange peel a little bit more
And
seriously. Dude, we don't have any more sweet pea for you. Oh, wait.
so and balancing all of your chakras. And once you've done that,
Okay, calm down. Calm down, buddy. Calm down.
and once you've done that, it's going to bring like your shoulders are like the weight on your shoulders will be lifted, and
Things were calm before I brought up
you'll feel so much lighter, and your life will be so much more fulfilling to you. So it's going to make your life a brand new one. So I hope this resonates with you. I'm just sending you a lot of love and light and healing energy
And geek, just
to help you
remember,
through this because that wasn't easy. What?
trust. I thought you were done, sweetheart. I'm sorry. I
Go
just
for
want to
it. Go
say
for it.
I was I just felt like I had to pick up the deck and start shuffling. And after you said that, I go, there's your love. Have trust in that. Trust in the love that's in your heart, and know that it will guide you, and not to be afraid of that. So that was just something that needed to come out.
And yours was also purplish violet color, and so was yours,
purple.
Opal. So
Yeah.
so there's a lot of spirit around you. A whole lot of spirit around you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true.
And
That is true.
It's
and there was a goat on your reading.
Yeah.
Come on.
You got a goat.
Absolutely.
Not everybody can say.
Yeah, no,
that a goat participated.
Right.
A goat made an appearance, people. That deserves
so
1,000
adorable.
subscribers for each person on this
Animal
live.
Kingdom Tarot.
There we go. We'll have Sergeant
All right. Well,
Mozzie plus the card, your puppy dog, and then little baby, or Tootie.
Tootie love, yeah.
Tootie love.
Tootie. So anyway, it's been, oh my God. Oh, that's the time. Thought we had been on for 3 hours. No, it's 10 to 11. I need to go rescue my birds because they ran away somewhere they don't belong. So I don't know what they're doing. But I got yeah. Did you read
such
that?
A happy mood now with all the love and everything, and then ending with a baby goat.
I know. I lost. I keep losing these, darn it.
I have
small ears. So I want to thank everyone for coming. Thank you very much. Thank you for
the show. So you're fine. Just wait.
What?
I'm talking to Addie.
Is that another
She's
part
trying
of
to
the
get up
animal
here
kingdom?
again. I think there's some animals outside that she wants to check on. Or chase. That's what that means. Check on means
Animal
chase.
Kingdom, raccoons, dogs, goats, cats, birds.
We got it all.
People.
Now the cats and the raccoons,
there
all
comes
eat
a goat.
together.
Oh, no, that's the dog. Another dog.
The puppy dog. I miss my baby.
This is
my
Grania.
doggies.
Grania's a Manchester Terrier.
So bye. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Katy.
I love
thank
you
you, Melinda.
guys.
And thank you, Heather. Bye-bye.
Thank you for inviting.
Bye.
Bye, guys. I love you.
Love you.